Good morning and welcome to America's Home Cooking. Today we're going to do a fun fact and I'm going to make it public. Do you know in the history of moonshine? Well, we could talk about it because it was made at home and it was the liquor that they drank. The people made and they drank it. But the thing is that when cars came out, people who could afford it would buy gasoline and run their cars on it. The people who couldn't afford it, I love the ingenuity of the American people when they put their minds to something. It's really beautiful. What they did was they used the moonshine and they ran their cars on it. Now the gas companies didn't like that because they were losing money and they couldn't get people to buy the stuff that they wanted. So what they did was they ran to Congress and told Congress, and they made it illegal. They made a law you had to use gasoline in your car, and they made it illegal to use moonshine. And this was the big fight over moonshine, and they tied it up to where you couldn't run your car on moonshine. And this was a real problem with people who were especially tight with money. And anybody, if you can make a deal or get something, you'll sit there and do it. And the government will come in and stop, and this is where it interferes with some of the things that we do. And that was at that time. A lot of people don't know this, but moonshine was made at home. So there was no real problem until it came to those cars. And then the government had to crack down because they didn't want the people to use it for their gasoline. They've even got laws today that if you go to make mead, M-E-A-D, which is a mild alcohol, you can only make so much. You cannot sell it or anything else. And you can use it as Christmas gifts just immediately for the family, and that is it. So they have a lot of laws to contain us in this aspect, that if you make liquor or moonshine or mead, that they're going to crack down on us because they don't want us to have that independence. The companies want us to have to run to them. So be aware of it. You know, this is why I said we have to get back into the kitchen so we can claim our rights back to where we don't have to depend upon those the companies, because they've been taking away slowly, trying to control us, that we have to buy their things instead of ours. But anyway, that's the history of moonshine, and why Congress stepped in was because the gas companies couldn't make any money. So listen, you take care and have a great day.